One other thing I thought of that we might talk about is sort of Aristotle's idea of the purpose of life as kind of given to me from the Vervaeke lecture on meaning. This is from Vervaeke's John Vervaeke's famous series Awakening from the Meaning Crisis. This is episode 5 on Aristotle and Kant. But I really like his project. He's kind of going through a lot of a little bit of evolution, human evolutionary history, and the history of sort of some history of philosophy and religion, um, and trying to reanimate these old notions from that history that we currently have, but that have kind of become sort of desiccated, sort of superficial. Like he talks about how we view life as a journey. That's not something that is just universally human. That comes from our history, specifically like the Hebrew Bible. And so yeah, so he talks about also some terms that come to us and some ideas that come to us from Aristotle, but we don't, I guess Vervaeke's idea is that we don't really understand them well. But if we do understand them and reanimate them, then we can face life sort of in the way that we're already thinking, but in a much more energetic way with enthusiasm. But so according to his view, Aristotle's idea of a purposeful, meaningful life is one in which you develop your character and you you live to live up to your potential as a as a as the best human being you can be. And there's some technical definition to that, in that we are not only humans, we're part of this hierarchy of being, uh, with sort of inorganic matter below, and then plants above them, and then animals above them, and then humans as a special type of rational animal. And the idea is that animals are self-moving beings, self-moving life, but human beings can sort of determine the direction in which they'll move in a way that animals can't. And we have rationality, and we can figure out, yeah, kind of figure out our fate to some degree. And so, yes, in living up to your potential, you develop your character as much as you can by doing things that make you more virtuous. To become courageous, you do things that make you that you're afraid of, but not too much. There he has this idea of a golden mean where you're not like doing something foolhardy, so you don't want to be a coward and you don't want to be foolhardy either. But yeah, so this idea of character, of wisdom, virtue, and not being foolish, uh, which comes from a lack of character, which is kind of interesting. Like